So I wanted to welcome all of you. This is a very important day for Costa Rica, for the national park system. It's a very important day for the Central Pacific region, the Punta Arenas, more specifically for San Lucas. I would like to welcome today our Vice Ministry of Environment, Mr. Franklin Paniagua, who is here connected, to our Director, Director of SINAC, and of course, the Charge of Affairs at the U.S. Embassy in San Jose, Ms. Gloria Berbera. Good morning. Very special welcome to the Superintendent of Golden Gate National Recreation Area, Ms. Laura Joss, whom is connected from the United States. Good morning to all of you. And after very intense collaboration and discussion talks between the national park systems in Costa Rica, the Office of the First Lady that was involved, a team from the U.S. Embassy here in Costa Rica, and of course, a team from our from the parks, national park system in the United States. And we have been working in an agreement for sisterhood between two amazing places, both in the United States and Costa Rica, which have so many things in common because they keep a little bit of our history in our prison systems in our countries. And today, what we are going to announce is finally this the signing of this agreement of sisterhood between the San Lucas Prison Island and Alcatraz Prison Island. This is a sisterhood, a brotherhood or sisterhood agreement that we think is gonna get a lot of benefits of experience sharing, best practices sharing, working together, collaboration to promote these amazing sites in our countries that are part of our heritage. In the case of Costa Rica, it's part of our cultural heritage, of our historical heritage, and now becoming a national park as well. So I'm so happy. I want to thank all of you for the amazing work done. And I would also like to give the floor now to Ms. Gloria Berbena here at the embassy. Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much, First Lady Dobles and Director Aguileres and Director Paniaguas.
Costa Rica. As the First Lady said, this has been just a huge effort, and it's just wonderful to come together to celebrate the signing of this agreement between San Lucas Island National Wildlife Refuge and the Golden Gate National Recreation Area. Being a Californian myself, this is particularly close to my heart. I know the Golden Gate National Recreation Area very well, and just am so pleased personally as well as professionally to see this pairing happen. As some of you know, Costa Rica and the United States have had a long-standing park partnership on conservation, preservation, and management of national parks and other protected natural and cultural heritage sites for conservation, recreation, public education purposes. And the park relationship between our countries dates to the late 1960s, and it's a great story. You know, when Alvaro Ugalde and Mario Bozza, founders of the Costa Rican National Park System, traveled to the United States, they worked and studied with the National Park Service. And Ugalde and Bozza completed ranger skills training at Grand Canyon National Park and worked in various national parks around the U.S. They were so inspired by what they learned. Ugalde and Bozza returned to Costa Rica to develop one of the world's most famous park systems here in Costa Rica. In 2012, this cooperation was formally renewed through the signing of a memorandum of understanding. And within this cooperative framework, national parks and other protected areas of both countries, may establish sister park arrangements to further promote mutually beneficial cooperation. So today is just an incredible pleasure to see San Lucas Island joining the other two U.S. Costa Rica sister parks pairings that include the Rocky Mountain National Park and Monteverde Cloud Forest National Park, as well as the San Juan River and National Scenic Riverway and Corcovado National Park. So again, just huge congratulations to all of you for working so hard to make this happen, and First Lady Dobles for your leadership and political impetus and support to pull all this together. It would not have happened without your interest. So again, thanks to all.
No, thank you, Doña Gloria. Thank you and your team. I highly appreciate all the effort that you did, and obviously with Doña Laura. Doña Laura Dios. Thank you so much for this teamwork. Me gustaría cederle la palabra a Doña Laura Jos.
I would like now to give the floor to Ms. Laura Josh, whom being our contact point on the other side. I would like to give you the floor, Ms. Laura.
Gracias, First Lady Dobles and Señor Verbena, y buenos días a todos. Soy Laura Joss. Es un honor para mí estar con ustedes hoy.
For me, it's an honor to be here with all of you today.
I am the General Superintendent of the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, a part of the U.S. National Park System that has served the residents of San Francisco and visitors from all over the world for nearly 50 years. Alcatraz Island is an important historic site within our park. The island was named by Juan Manuel de Ayala in 1775 as La Isla de los Alcatraces. Alcatraces came from the archaic Spanish word for pelican, of which we have many. The U.S. Army began holding military prisoners at Alcatraz in the late 1850, and after being a federal penitentiary for 29 years, Alcatraz closed its doors as a prison in 1964 and became part of Golden Gate National Recreation Area in 1972. We now welcome over 1 million visitors a year to Alcatraz. I'm very happy to be with you today to sign the Sister Park Agreement with Isla San Lucas National Park. I'm pleased to say that this is Golden Gate's first Sister Park Agreement. It has been a pleasure to work with all of you on this great project to help lead your vision of this new national park in Costa Rica. We're confident that Isla San Lucas will be very popular, and we look forward to continuing to share our experience about how to safely welcome and provide information to large groups visiting an historic prison island. The Sister Parks program is one way that our two countries can learn from each other and grow closer. This agreement will have many benefits for both of our countries. It will foster communication among our parks employees, enable us to learn more about the beautiful country of Costa Rica, and allow us to share best practices of national park management. The United States and Costa Rica have many things in common: democratic institutions, beautiful natural wonders, and now 2 national parks that celebrate history in a beautiful natural setting. We're honored to be a sister park with Isla San Lucas National Park. Thank you all, and in a few moments, we will be ready to sign the agreement. Gracias.
Gracias, Doña Laura. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Laura. I would like to also say that many Costa Ricans, I believe, have had the opportunity to hear about the story of Alcatraz. Many of them, I think, have had the opportunity to visit Alcatraz itself. And in the case of both destinations, I think that this have a very strong symbolic meaning, because at some point they were a prison which many people, regrettably, due to lack of opportunities or different situations in their life, they might have been sentenced for some reason to be imprisoned here. But these 2 centers now becoming an opportunity to create employment, to empower that new activities that are best ways to recover these places and make them a hope and a great opportunity, so that many people see benefit. They have a good job and opportunity to work, so that less and less people fall into these regrettable mistakes. But I believe that this is a beacon of hope. Yes, in the case of Punta Arenas is an amazing tourist destination. It's a huge province that has a lot of things to offer, that we have been working together with them, with different institutions, with different NGOs, to be able to empower and really push Punta Arenas as a tourist destination. And the San Lucas Island was one of the amazing jewels in the Gulf. And thankfully, since last year, it's already open to the public. And we believe that with this sisterhood or brotherhood signing we're getting here today due to the amazing work of many people, is going to help us drive even further this destination that is already amazing. So, Miss Laura, thank you again. We are so honored to know that we are the very first brotherhood agreement for the Golden Gate area and Alcatraz Island. So thank you again for all of your efforts. I would like to now give the floor to, oh, they're telling me that we are going to sign first. Okay, so let's see.
Lo firma Doña Laura.
Miss Laura is signing in behalf of the Golden Gate from California. And for Costa Rica, we have a signature by Mr. Rafael, our Director of National Parks. Please go ahead and sign. Okay, I see Mr. Rafael signing right now. And I see Miss Laura signing as well. Please, if you can raise it up to the camera so that we can all see it. Great. Thank you, everybody. This is amazing. Thank you. This makes us so happy. Thank you so much. Okay, now I would like to give the floor to Mr. Rafael, our Director of the Costa Rican Conservation and National Parks. Please, Rafael, the floor is yours. In this very historic moment for the national park system in Costa Rica. Go ahead. Good morning, everybody. And welcome the First Lady, Claudia Dobles. Welcome, Ms. Verbena, representative of the U.S. Embassy here in Costa Rica. And of course, to Ms. Laura Josh, Superintendent at the Golden Gate National Conservation Area, which all of you together with us. Oh, and the Vice Ministry, sorry, yes, Mr. Franklin Paniagua. For us, is such an honor to be part of this agreement and setting a precedent, because both, as Claudia said, and like Ms. Verbena said, and like Ms. Laura said, this United States and Costa Rica has been good for so many years, have been such an amazing friendship. And now, especially in the national parks cooperations, this is work that has been going on for many decades, that started, in the 1960s, 1970s, and when our system was mostly based on the actions taken by the United States National Park System. And this has given Costa Rica amazing benefits. The work that has been pushed by the First Lady to promote the San Lucas Island conservation area, to turn it into a beacon of tourist development for the Gulf of Nicoya in the Central Pacific region of Costa Rica, and this sisterhood with the Golden Gate area. This gives us great opportunities to strengthen the work that we do, to strengthen the collaboration that has already been good and amazing between both of our countries. I believe this agreement of sisterhood between our two islands for both Golden Gate and San Lucas. As it was said, it's the first sisterhood and between these two islands, and it's a great milestone, and it's going to try to promote an amazing amount of tourism in both areas. And we hope that even though there is this pandemic situation, we hope to improve. But of course, after the pandemic is over, we hope to see a lot of tourists that visit Costa Rica and see San Lucas Island to really bring that nature tourism, because the San Lucas Island has a lot of nature to offer as well, but also that cultural heritage tourism, because it's a great, amazing opportunity in different areas that are part of this agreement of brotherhood. And of course, the experience that can be shared between the two sides will, will increase this benefit. Thank everybody that was involved in this process. And more especially, I would like to mention that when I started my experience at the National Park System during the 90s, I had the opportunity and the experience to visit and to be trained in several national parks and protected areas in the United States, and both in California, Arizona, Washington, Virginia, and Michigan. And that's why I can say without a doubt that this brotherhood will definitely bring a lot of benefits for the staff of both protected areas. I would like to also thank everybody that was involved again, and say that as the National Conservation and National Park System, for us, it's such a pleasure and such a satisfaction to sign this brotherhood agreement today. Thank you.
Muchísimas gracias, don Rafael. Y estoy segura
Thank you, Mr. Rafael. I am sure that you and your team, and my apologies for this the same, but you're definitely gonna get the best out of this agreement and this brotherhood program, because I know that there's a lot we can learn from the management that's been done from on the National Conservation and Park System in the United States of the island. And I know that we have a lot to contribute as well. We have experience that we can share and best practices in terms of conservation of our natural areas and our conservation parks, which we can bring to the rest of the world. So thank you very much, Rafael, for you and the work done by your team in the National Conservation Program in Costa Rica, and the leadership that you show when reopening the San Lucas Island. I would like now to give the floor to our Vice Minister, Franklin Paniagua. Good morning, Mr. Franklin, go ahead. Franklin speaking. Thank you, Ms. Claudia. First of all, I would like to welcome Ms. Gloria Verbena. It's such a pleasure to see you again, to Mr. Rafael Gutierrez, and to Ms. Laura Josh. Well, it's such a pleasure to have all of you here, and I'm very pleased and very thankful. On behalf of the Ministry of Environment, Gloria Mesa, I would like to thank all of you for this amazing effort, to our team at SINAC, to Miss Gloria's team and her as well, for the leadership she showed in bringing forward this that we are already calling, and I said with pride, the San Lucas model. The San Lucas model for us means basically collaboration. Collaboration both within the country, domestic side, and with the community and different organizations, and now collaboration with this bridge that we are building all the way to the island in California, with this brotherhood agreement with the Alcatraz Island. And with the superintendent in the Golden Gate region and the National Park System of the United States. I believe that, like it was said by Ms. Claudia, to really get the best out of this, right? How can we do this? What can we do? Well, we would like to talk about the opportunities to you, to Miss Gloria, of course, and the embassy team here has been such amazing and so kind to us, but to Miss Laura as well and her team, we would like to discuss several areas that we think might be interesting. And both Rafael and Miss Gloria mentioned already the long-term, the relationship with the community. In our case, we have the city of Punta Arenas, that has a special relationship with the island that is right across their waterway. And we are looking to take this reconstruction of the San Lucas National Park due to the connection they have with the city across the way. So we need to properly understand what has been that history and how can we take advantage of that energy and willingness in the local community, which is something that we are very interested in doing. Another thing that is happening in a more macro level, it's the climate change situation, and how do we adapt a park, an island park, to a situation of climate change. We have limitations on the water, for example, due to the climate change. We have, fire prevention, which has been a problem that has affected the island in the past, you know. And so that is something else that we would love to discuss with the Alcatraz Island to get their experience on how they handle this over there in their island and the Golden Gate region. There are other things that are very particular for Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a country that the center of population is in the mountains, in the center of the country, not the coasts. And we are just getting spreading into the coastlines, into the oceans. How do we keep a preservation of the marine area around the park, around the island? How do we make sure that when we bring tourists to the island, we're not damaging the water around it? And so Miss Claudia was saying that these two islands have a common history. Well, they also have a common geography. The Alcatraz Island is in the San Francisco Bay, right? Which is, hugging it or surrounding it. Our San Lucas Island, it's in the Gulf of Nicoya, which is surrounding the island as well, keeping it safe. And this gives us a series of special characteristics, and how do we deal with these islands in this context, of course. And another thing that gives us even more history of common effort is on research. Research is something that we will definitely would like to look into, working together to see what things should we monitor, or what things do we look into, what technology can we bring into the island to improve that. And with the amazing team we have in the island itself, the human resources we have there, we could take advantage of many activities, like Rafael was saying, of exchange programs, and maybe work on some research and investigation in the island, because I think that there's a very promising future right now through this brotherhood agreement. And like it was said by Ms. Claudia, this is a time now, and to really take this as a starting point of a very long relationship. Thank you. Ms. Claudia speaking. Thank you, Vice Minister. And also, I would like to point out the leadership that you've had as well as part of the board of directors of the San Lucas National Park. To you and to the team at the Ministry of Environment and for making all this possible, and all of the people that have been involved and collaborating in different institutions, but the Ministry of Environment always in the leadership role. I would like to, before we go into a closing message, I would like to also thank one more person that I think it's been very important, that although she's been behind the camera, but it's been a very important point of contact, articulating the embassy, Miss Lara, the embassy, and myself. This is Laura Sequeira, who is an advisor here in my office. She has been, the person that has, been promoting so much to bring San Lucas to life. And I would like to publicly thank her for all her efforts. Okay, now to finish, I would like to thank all the teams involved in this matter, because I have to say that this brotherhood of these two islands goes beyond just 2 national parks. This is the joint effort and the collaboration that has been going on between Costa Rica and a friend nation like the United States, the collaboration that we've had in many different initiatives, not only for our country in terms of security, but I like to mention that because both governments in our countries understand that security have to be approached from a systemic point of view, an integral, wholesome approach, and thinking of way to give better opportunities to our population, to our citizens, so that we can have safer, secure environments with better human development. And so this is part of a wholesome, integrated strategy into security development. It's part of a human development factor, of course, and with the understanding that we're taking advantage of our nature, that it's part of our national decarbonizing plan. And the San Lucas model, like it was mentioned before, it's a model of a conservation area that includes the best sustainability practice, the best sustainable tourism practice. And like it was said by the Vice Minister, we like to include the local community in the fact, because this island belongs to the Costa Ricans and it's for the benefit of the Costa Ricans, and we want to share it with the world. So thank you, everyone. This has been such an amazing day. I feel so happy and so proud. This is just one more of the milestones of the roadmap that we have for the reactivation of the San Lucas Island that have gone through several milestones. This is one of the most important ones, in fact, because I know that it's gonna go way past this current administration and the San Lucas Park itself. I know that the knowledge and the experience we're going to gain from this is not only going to benefit San Lucas, but also the national conservation system. Thank you, everybody. And I hope I see you all in San Lucas Island. I issue an official invitation to all of you, not only to Miss Gloria and her team here in Costa Rica, but of course to Miss Laura, Josh as well, for her to come to Costa Rica and go visit San Lucas, and we will have open arms for you here. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank
Everybody saying thank you and signing off.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. See you in San Lucas.
I hope so.
Muy bien.
Nice to see you.
Gracias.
Okay.
Muchísimas gracias, excelente. Ven a como trabajar en equipo.
Muy bien. Eso.